Hello, everyone. Welcome to whatever this is. What you're seeing in the top corner, for anyone confused, is an old video that I made a long time ago. I probably should have checked how long. I guess I could right now, couldn't I, if I really want to. I made it in 2011. And the premise of the video, I mean, there's a premise, but the important part about it for today is that instead of doing animation, or instead of doing like a time-lapse put to music, it is a series of time-lapses put to music, with cuts and stuff. And I really like this concept. I've done it a few times. I've done Fire Girl, which is the one you're seeing right now. I've done A Lot Like Me by Schaefer the Dark Lord. I've done relatively recent one for Greg Hansen's Secret of Sarmanath. I cannot remember what song I used, I'm realizing, but that's okay. And today, I would like to do another one. This time specifically made for TikTok. Today is basically going to be storyboarding or figuring it out. Ideally, I want a song. Either I need to just come up with my own premise, and that's hard. Who wants to do that? Or I need to have a song that is very leading in its content. And more so than that, I don't just need a song. I need a piece of a song. So if something has a chorus that's like, you know, talks about the same thing for 30 seconds, that's not useful. I need it to be like boom, 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 boom. Actually, maybe I should use like that old Queen song. Is that on TikTok? Is Bicycle Race on so far I'm finding that it is, but they spend way too long in the bicycle, like, chorus, which is not what we're interested in. We want to have those verses. They're the good stuff. Maybe Bare Naked Ladies would also be good. The verses in that are really cool. Again, same issue. As much as, like, TikTok has sort of made me feel old in that, like, I kind of don't get it and it feels really clunky to me. It's also, like, weirdly a very perfect thing for me. Like, if this existed when I was in high school, I would have made a lot of TikToks. I mean, you can look at my old YouTube. Like, all my old YouTube videos are on YouTube still. They're basically TikTok videos from before TikTok existed. Like, that's true. Alright, let's try and find 1 week by Bare Naked Ladies. Alright, that's great, actually. That's excellent. I'm gonna use that. So, let's break it down. This is how I used to make music videos. Not, like, good ones. But I used to make music videos. And largely, it's about breaking down the song into chunks, right? At least that's the way I would do it, is what I mean to say. Beautiful. Beautiful and perfect and beautiful. Okay, so this makes me think a few things. One, it makes me think, all right, we have a lot of just things we can put on screen, right? We got busting rhymes and wasabi, which you can't see me pointing at, but believe me, it's there. We have Leanne Rhymes, who I don't actually know because I'm not cultured. We have this person who I don't know, Bert Kampfert. No idea who that is. And I don't think I want to just include, like, here is a list of all the things that were in this list, right? I am looking for a song that is lists, but I don't think that's super relevant. It's not super interesting. Unless people, like, really want a music video for this song. I feel like those exist, you know? So instead, it's probably more interesting to hit the notes that are sort of like what's going on here. And because fandoms are popular, probably depicting a relationship in a fandom. Now, I'm not really part of any fandoms ever. And so A, I feel weird using people from fandoms I don't know, I'm not part of. And B, the fandoms I am part of are very small. So nobody knows them. So it puts me in an awkward position when I'm in this situation. I like vanilla. So somebody bland, I think, is actually kind of an interesting start here. Both that busts hot rhymes and is bland. That's excellent. Laughing at a funeral is an interesting pull. I know that, like, that's not supposed to mean, like, ha ha ha, that guy's dead. It's supposed to mean something else. But you could use it that way if we want to have, like, you know, some sort of problematic character. That could be fun. Can't understand what I mean? Well, you soon will. This always reads as a threat to me. This seems like a threat. Can't understand what I mean? Well, you soon will. Wait, am I gonna be at a funeral soon? Whose funeral is it gonna be? Is it gonna be mine? What are you talking about? That's what that, I don't know. There could be something fun. We could maybe go a dark gothy angle. That could be an interesting choice. History of taking off my shirt. Which is just, that just, like, gives me an example to draw somebody shirtless, right? Like, that's just, like, I'm just gonna do that. I'm not gonna overthink that one. What's actually going on here? It's been a week since you looked at me, threw your arms in the air and said you're crazy. Cool. 5 days since you tackled me. I've still got the rug burns on my knees. That's kind of fun. It's been 3 days since the afternoon. You realized it's not my fault. Not a moment too soon. That makes it seem like she's about to murder him. You'd forgiven me, but you haven't said sorry yet. Cool. And then, the remix that we're using just says, boom anime babes that make me think the wrong thing over and over and over again. Which is funny. I don't know. Okay, sure. Which is interesting because it doesn't have the context of it being Sailor Moon, which means you can go a little bit weird with it. So I think we need some characters. I want to have 2 characters. That would be ideal. I mean, same thing we did with Fire Girl, right? What's interesting with these 2 characters in Fire Girl is that they're not characters. They're not named characters. They're representative characters, right? We've got our mummy person, our tomb colonist, and we've got our devil. And that's all that we really know about them. They're not actual, like, characters in the game that they're from. They're just generic examples of a tomb colonist and a devil. Which I thought worked quite well. But it is interesting how, like, it's, like, you know, that kind of works. So maybe there's something broader that we can think of, right? Instead of using a specific character, we can think of a type of character in a thing that works, right? Like a Goomba and a Koopa, for example. I'm not going to do that. I don't think. And I've mentioned before, I always feel a little uncomfortable doing art for fandoms I'm not part of, right? If I'm going to do fan art for something, I want to do something I really care about. I don't know what I care about. Which could be awkward. Now, it does explicitly say boom anime babes in the lyrics, which makes me wonder, should this be anime? I don't know. Now, I'm not going to draw it anime style because that's I'm not looking to push myself as far as style on this project. I am going to be doing some adorable little cuties, and that is it. That is all I'm going to draw. I'm not going all out today. Now, I have been playing a lot of Final Fantasy XIV lately, and that's pretty anime. Meh? Maybe that works. Maybe I can do something with that. Maybe there's some NPCs. Are there any NPCs that, like, have a relationship like this? Not every line is getting a drawing, right? We're basically going to want to break this down into a series of drawings. Actually, that's not a bad way of looking at it. The sound we're trying to fill is we're trying to make about a 1 minute video. We could make it shorter. We could make a shorter video, but we're trying to make a 1 minute video. If I just evenly space that out, what does that give me, right? That could be 6 10-minute drawings. That could be, 12 5-second drawings, not songs. That sounds like a lot when I say it that way. So maybe let's just plan around doing 12 pieces. Okay. 12 pieces, huh? Actually, yeah, let's do it that way. 1, 2, 3. Gonna see the show, because then you'll know Vertigo's gonna grow. Maybe 4? Maybe 4's there. This one's 5. They're close to each other, but I know there's a lot of time between the two. Because it starts to slow down. How can I help you? Yeah. Trying hard to smile, though I feel bad. This is 6 here. That's that one. Can understand what you mean. Well, you soon will. Again, I don't know. This is a threat. Is this a threat right here? Oh, we're definitely doing this one. That's definitely one that's happening. I'm gonna draw somebody with their shirt off. That's a given. Oh wait, no, not this one. Sorry, this one. Maybe I'll be drawing someone's mind on a sleeve. I think probably not. 1 week since you looked at me. 3 arms ahead and said you're crazy. 5 days since the living room. I still have the rug burns on my knees. There's definitely something going on here. And this one, that's just easy. You can just draw that. Someone actually like throwing their hands up. Yeah, that's good. It's been 3 days since the afternoon. You realize it's not my fault. Moment too soon. Again, I feel like they're about to murder them, which even if it was not the intent of the song, we can do that, right? We could do someone a second away from killing somebody. That's a thing we could do. Yesterday you'd forgiven me, and now I sit back and wait for you to say you're sorry. I think we do this, which I don't know if you can see. We do this. And then for the Boom Anime Babes, we have like a slow fade on something, right? Maybe it's a more detailed picture. Maybe it's like an actually like good drawing of these characters that we've developed. That could be interesting. I'd be into that if we could make that one. We got our 12 parts. That's pretty good. Are they evenly spaced? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. Not super important. Some can be faster, some can be slower. We don't need to. We could even add extra effects. So, we need to now plan out basically 13 bits. The one is going to be the slow zoom at the end, which if you actually, let's look at this, right? What's happening literally right now. Here, this is the last drawing. But then there's a fade after the last drawing. See, watch it. Watch. See, that's going to be the 13. Okay? That's going to be the 13. So what does this all mean? I don't know. I'm going to start with that one and go backwards, I think. You realize it's not my fault. Not a moment too soon. So, I feel like there's like a shock. Like, oh, I figured it out. Oh no. And maybe a dropping of a knife. This is such a boring stand. It's like, on the one hand, I don't want everyone to stand like a gremlin, but also I really want everyone to stand like a gremlin. Like, it's just really fun. What is this? I guess they could just be original characters, but like, I mean, we know that OC stuff doesn't get as much traction as fandom stuff. This is just common sense. I wish I'm doing what? Is this top-down design or bottom-up design? The point being is I'm not going like, oh, wait a minute, this song and these characters go well together, let's do the thing. This is me going, I don't know. Let's figure out what works in this scenario so I can draw that. Which is, not great. You know what this looks like? This looks like someone pointing a knife foreshortened at you. Maybe I can make that work, actually. That doesn't look right at all, does it? I feel like there's something here that I can figure out if I think about it enough. They have arms. Okay, let's start start with a narrow net, basically. Start focused, and if that doesn't work, expand the focus. Let's try Final Fantasy 14. Okay. I have characters I like in that game. Do they fit? Okay, so bear with me for a second. One of my first thoughts, maybe like 5 minutes ago, but I didn't say it out loud, was, Wawalago and Sissipu. You might not know these characters because they're not main story relevant. But I do like these characters a lot. And Wawalago is a butt. Like, Wawalago sucks, okay? Like, they are awful most of the time. Not in, like, a bad, like, a harmful way. Just in, like, a, they're a, what's the word? I don't want to say philanderer unless that means something worse than I mean. But, like, they don't really, they have conquests, and they don't necessarily respect them. I don't know how much they actually disrespect women, or if they just, like, I don't know. I'm not here to judge Wawalago. Anyway, point is, Wawalago and Sissipu have a very confrontational relationship, which is fun. Does Wawalago rhyme? Wawalago loves alliteration. I think that's close enough that that's a really fun, like, idea of Wawalago singing this song, even though there's not that much alliteration in this song. There's some, right? Is finest of the flavors? That's alliteration? Wow, it's weak. You're really grasping, huh? Maybe this just doesn't work. I thought somebody rhymed a lot. Is there anybody who rhymes a lot? Alright, so maybe this doesn't work for a few reasons. One is because I kind of like the idea of leading into a dark angle with the song, right? Like, I'm laughing at a funeral, you don't understand, you soon will, and not a moment too soon being about to murder them. But maybe I don't go that route. Let's assume I don't go that route. I don't know. I'm also not sure if I want to draw, like, full scenes. Scenes are hard. I don't like drawing scenes, I've discovered. I do like doing, like, fast block-in, like, backgrounds. Like, recently I've been doing, like, my doodles. We all know my doodles. There we go. Perfect. Alright. That was fast. Good job, me. Let's give them some hair so they don't look bald. So, little quick drawings, and then just being like, oh dang, I need a background for this when I, like, get onto, like, Twitter, and I just kind of like, something like this in the foreground, and something like this in the foreground. We'll just fill those. Oops. We'll just fill those. Dang it, that didn't connect. Maybe add a bit of a blur even. And then do another thing. This is kind of like this. Which, honestly, I think that my month of drawing backgrounds actually did help me draw backgrounds better. Which is cool. I didn't really know if it would. And then maybe a couple more, like, stuff. So, like, the idea of little backgrounds like this popping up in the time-lapse could be really fun. I don't think anyone likes Wawalago and Sissipu as much as I do. But, like, it sounds like a fun thing, and at very least, it's like... At the very least, it's just Final Fantasy 14 as a tie-in. Like, I feel like that there's stuff there, right? People play that game. I don't know. Any game tie-in, like, any fandom tie-in is a good fandom tie-in, right? Imagine if all the drawings were just like this. They were just, like, really, really silly like this. Like, you could do a whole video that's just these things, right? You could do it. Is that what you want? I don't know. Probably not. But you could also do ones that are like what I did the other day for my sort of stream warm-up. I really enjoyed that drawing. I still really enjoy that drawing, which is rare. Artists usually hate their drawings the next day. Heyo. So the idea of like, yeah, no, I like this and it's great. But it was way cleaner than this. Like, it was this very, very clean drawing. And I don't know which direction I want to go, because I'm kind of happy either way. I think both could be fun. Oh, showing a little knee. Ooh. I mean, alright. Okay. Yeah, let's go. This is what I'm gonna do. You know what? We'll see if it's any good after I'm done. Alright. This is Wawalago, for anyone who doesn't know. We got head, which we've got important details of hat, facial hair. There's some kind of like green thing. I'm not sure what this is. Like a scarf or something. What's this? I need a second image so I can figure out. Is there any other picture of Wawalago on the internet? You have pictures of Wawalago. I do. I have actual screenshots I've taken of Wawalago. That is accurate. They might be in this pose, though. It's just like the way that he stands. I guess it's like a pouch. It's like a pouch on a strap, maybe? Maybe that's what's going on there. And then boots. Great. Let's see. I guess the question becomes, is this relevant in any way? Like, okay, what's your plan? I guess my plan is just, I want to make sure I can draw the character in my style in a way that feels good before I start embarking on this project. That makes sense. Yeah. We're gonna simplify. All of those are like actually really convenient for my style. They like are already the right proportions, which is great. What is this? You're not using this for anything, right? No, this is just me like mapping out the character and making sure it works. I hate it. I actually quite like Wawalago's design, and this is not it, let me tell you. I don't think that this concept is going to have a ton of reach, but I think this will be a fun video. And I think it'll be a nice tribute to some characters I actually really like. I've mentioned before, I'm not sure if I ever mentioned on stream, but like, I don't like most of the dialogue in Final Fantasy XIV that I've seen. I'm very early in the game, I gotta be clear. I have not played Heavensward or more. So, you know, if you're a diehard fan and you're like, how could you possibly? That's why. But I actually love all of the Fisher dialogue. In the Fisher quest line actually has great dialogue in my opinion. I'm sure you're probably going like, what are you talking about? It is the worst pile of puns and alliteration. But it's good. Like, it's actually fun. I feel like there's like a reason to read it, as opposed to other stuff where it feels like it just drags on and on and on and on and on without saying anything. At least this time when it drags on without saying anything, you get a few good laughs. Anyway, I really like Wawalago. I really like Sisapu. Yes, I think this would be a really fun. I'm excited for this. I think this will be good. The thing is, I don't mind spending kind of a long time on each drawing, because the more time I spend on it, the faster the lines will actually pop in for the time lapse, which is interesting, right? Like, the slower you go, the faster it looks like you're drawing, even though your progress isn't very fast. Which, yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Weird, but... So, why doesn't this look like Wawalago? Because it doesn't. I don't think it does. So, let's ignore what Wawalago actually looks like, which apparently they have heterochromia. Did not know that until just now. You know what? I'm pretty sure I did actually know that and I just forgot. That sounds like me. Yeah, I did know that and I just forgot. I remember that now that I've said it out loud. Let's give them like some big bright eyes. Some boom anime babes that make you feel the wrong thing. Well, that doesn't look right either, now does it? What did you do? What did you do? No. I don't... It's better. I think it's better, which is weird. It shouldn't be better. It should be worse. Look at what I've drawn. Let's try a different mustache. It's all in the mustache. So, Wawalago's mustache, let's just sketch it over here. It's obviously not too thick. It's not like a big, bushy mustache. But it's also not like a pencil mustache, and it does connect all the way across. Let's see what that looks like. I mean, yeah, no, that's correct. That's right. I can't argue with that. These eyes, though. These eyes are something else. Also, I still don't think the mouth is actually right. I think there's potential in no mouth. Right? When you do a mustache, sometimes you can just omit the mouth and it works. I mean... Is that right? I mean, kind of. It's kind of right. Not sure how I feel about that. If I zoomed in, maybe. If I zoomed in, maybe. Well, that's the end of the stream. Dang it. Dang it. Actually, let me take this mustache and just use it as a guide. Well, yeah, that brings us to the end of today, where I draw this. This is what I drew. Congratulations. I mean, okay, let's actually talk about this. I feel pretty good about the planning that we did, which was the point. That was the point. Yeah. I was worried that I'd storyboard and be like, well, I'm done to stream. It's been 30 minutes, but no, this took all stream and I still have storyboarding to do. So that's great. Good. Love it. Well, yeah. Sorry, I'm like, oh, that stream drained me. This is, I mean, okay. Yeah, sure. This is what I drew. Their head's not even like sitting properly on their head.